Quant is a mid-tier coin with the identifier QNT that has a current value of 91.97 and a market capitalization of $1.110 billion worth of digital currencies. Truly have genuinely lengthy past the reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure sellers. Really, as opposed to mainstream thinking these days, it's a resource class that certainly is considerably controlled and surprisingly took on as lawful delicate some exceptionally huge speculation banks even gain Quant and by and large other cryptographic forms of money all at once to especially safeguard their resources under administration on against the dashing expansion that disables the customary monetary business sectors in a significant manner. Consequently, a foresighted financial backer ought to in a real sense work at all things considered least a piece of their portfolio around digital currencies with the end goal of expansion and to have the option to endure the potential disturbances on customary monetary business sectors in a truly significant manner, essentially nonetheless, because of the intrinsic unpredictability of QNT and by far most of certainly other digital currencies having crypto, and the portfolio requires nearer checking of the events on by and large express markets to, for the most part, have the option to enter-leave the situation at the most fitting second, or so they certainly thought. It's reasonable that most financial backers don't have the genuinely full-time ability to follow the business sectors consistently or really anticipate their possible developments, or so they in a real sense thought to work with this assignment. The accompanying quant cost expectation basically has been explained with the help of the high-level instrument named the Crypto Unpredictability Record (QFIX) to guarantee the precision and the legitimacy of this QNT cost gauge model as opposed to mainstream thinking. Yet prior to diving into the quant value examination and conjecture basically permit us to repeat the crucial standards of appropriate methodology towards putting resources into cryptographic forms of money, or so they thought. Presently, now, is the ideal time to uncover our short, mid, and long-haul expectation of the improvements on the QNT market that in every practical sense depend on the readings of our special crypto unpredictability file that all things considered assists us with measuring the market feeling and expect where in which the market means to go, which essentially is very huge at this point. The cost of Quant basically is 91.97 while the coin at present basically ends up at 40th spot in the truly generally kind of positioning in an unpretentious manner. The said positioning is assessed based on the resource's genuinely present value that generally is duplicated by its sort of current market capitalization, a formula that is deployed in a significant way across all economic sectors. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions with the goal that our clients get the most important information in regards to the presentation of computerized assets in their portfolios in a significant way. It's likewise essential to consider the verifiable information that permits shaping a legitimate comprehension of the market structure. And it's heading in a very significant manner. On September 12, the cost of Quant was at 92.42 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change basically added up to 1.087 days. Prior on September 6 QNT was esteemed at 99.44, which truly intends that from that point forward the cost truly has vacillated by 0% a month. Prior on August 13, the market member laid out the cost of Quant at 101.41. In this manner the coin sort of has made a 9.31 move to arrive at its, for the most part, present standings in a significant manner. The examination of market capitalization basically conveys really equivalent significance in both digital money and conventional business sectors. As a matter of fact, similar numerical methodology in every practical sense is utilized to, for the most part, decide the very generally speaking position and fame of computerized resources and stocks, for example, which certainly is genuinely critical. Changes in market capitalization, positive or sort of negative, explicitly are likewise characteristic of the manner by which the said market could essentially be going, as well as the resources kind of potential for making games or posting misfortunes in both short and by a large long-haul viewpoints, or so they thought. This exceptionally specific, truly metric, for the most part, is additionally used to measure the predominance of Quant according to the remainder of the digital money market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future exhibition, which is genuinely huge to sort of decide the especially current market Capitalization of QNT. We in a real sense duplicate the flowing stockpile, the boundary that will basically be made sense of later by the truly present worth of the digital money under survey. Starting today, the market capitalization of Quant remains at 1,110,362,947, which frames the reason for present positioning in a real sense was referenced before recently on September 12. QNT in every practical sense had a market capitalization of 1,115,814,706, or so they sort of thought. Keep going. Week on September 6, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to was recorded at 1,200,552,885, and an exceptionally significant manner. A month prior, on August 13, the market worth of Quant explicitly was surveyed to be 1,224,354. 582, kind of, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Absolute inventory considers the quantity of coins that have proactively been created by different means, for example, through mining. These digital currencies can in a real sense be utilized either for sort of dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with overseers. This measurement also calculates the coins that have been typically lost through the interaction known as consumption, which is used to control the expansion rate at this time. Quant's total supply is 14,881,364 QNT, and its coursing supply is used to determine the coin's market capitalization and its position in circulation. The coursing supply is the amount of QNT that is buy and buy traded across all exchanges, excluding coins that are marked locked, frozen, or temporarily put unavailable for general use for reasons unknown. It's generally accepted that digital currencies with a circulating supply between 60 million and 150 million are the most appropriate for long-term venture, since they are generally able to see the value in value over a long period of time, potentially many years, while maintaining a reasonable growth rate. Quant in a real sense has a coursing supply of 1207 to 738 coins, genuinely in opposition to prevalent thinking. Likewise, sort of high exchanging volume normally grandstands that the liquidity is streaming into that market, which today marks 11 years since Block CEO Jack Dorsey made what seemed to be his first public comments about Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin was only worth $11, and he praised it. In 2012, when he went to the University of Michigan, he gave his support. At the time, the endorsement didn't get much attention outside of the Bitcoin talk group. Pete Rizzo, who works as a Bitcoin historian, found the recording of the visit today on X. Still, Dorsey's comments are important because of his public role in Bitcoin's history, which led to his current job as CEO of Block, a company that works to improve Bitcoin's use.